Hello, it's Dawn again, and we're back to talking about the new moon. And this is a good time for setting intentions. This new moon energy will continue for a couple days. And the nice thing about this is that you don't have to start anything until after the first of the year. So I wanted to show you, this is what I think the overarching theme is going to be for the year, the hero of your cosmic journey. So I'm just going to start with this oracle card, and then I'll go over the next set of astrological signs for what their messages are. So the attributes: path of divine destiny, mythic story, grand adventure, quest. You are the one you have been waiting for. You are the mythic story come to life. The great adventure is exactly as you intended to fulfill your destiny of greatness. The legend of the hero is deep within our collective consciousness because that's our path to fulfilling our greatest purpose here. The hero is willing to go forth even when they are uncertain of what's next. They are driven by a greater purpose and many times reluctantly drawn into adventure. But once on the path, moving forward, help comes through new allies, guides, and even magical gifts awaiting discovery. Then there is a point of no return, a symbolic death to what was in order to continue evolving into what's next, knowing their world will never be the same again. Then, together with their friends, they must defeat the guardian at the threshold, the final test in their saga. And finally, they return home with even greater powers bestowed upon them to share for the benefit of all. Pull the sword from the stone, and let's begin the quest with questions. So I'm going to start with Leo. And what I want to say for Leo is that this is your sixth house. And this is about, you can be starting something new as a daily habit. And the really beautiful part of this, this new moon is that immediately after, it perfects at 9:44, is that within 24 hours, the moon is going to be in a sextile, a helping energy with Saturn, the ruler of this new moon. And I think that's significant because Saturn is in Pisces right now. And it's about making your dreams come true, the reality. So I think that is very important. Also, Leo has Mars on this date, like at 2 degrees, which is actually very much a trine to the North Node. And for me, that is saying that I feel if you have anything in those early degrees of Leo, this is a time where you can definitely have the nodes are fated energy, but the fated energy, because it's a trine, is going to be very easy for you to take. It's like just a smooth transition. Now it is with Mars retrograde. So to me, that feels very much like it's going to be something that has been happening, that's going to be coming up for you again, something that'll be settled. Because when Mars comes back, the nodes will have moved on. So this is that final Leo trine with the North Node. I think that's very important. The energy of all of this is for you, I think if you have beginning degree planets or points, and moon, anything that's at the beginning degrees of Leo or any of the fire signs, those are going to be in a trine to this energy. So I think that's very helpful for you. We do have Mars is going to be going retrograde back into your 12th house if Leo is your ascendant. So I think reworking things, that were unseen, because the 12th house is about unconscious things. What family triggers do you have? What are you trying to do in your spiritual life? Especially when the nodes move into Pisces and Virgo. So you have that opportunity to go to that very spiritual level for your for the next year. That spiritual level that Pisces is going to bring in, and then that this, with the sixth house being the new moon, is setting a new, maybe a habit, an everyday practice that will improve your health, because Virgo is very much about your health, as well as being of service. So let's take a look for Leo. I think they're ready to be. I think they're ready to be drawn. So let's take a look. I want to pull the bottom. Ah, yes, Leo, your energy. So keep that higher connection, that spiritual connection that's going to be coming through. Mars will be going into Cancer on January 6th. You do have Mars is going to be having an opposition to Pluto on the 3rd. That's a very powerful energy, and I would say utilize it by giving it a job. So do a higher connection, do an intention setting. It'll help you out in the long run. You should always give Pluto a job. You've got a decision to make, 2 of Pentacles. You know, you're weighing your options. What do you want to do? What's going on for you? I don't think you have to act on that right away. Yes. Aquarius, the star, the healing energy, the wish granted. This is in your opposite sign, right? This new moon is going to be in a sextile to Pluto. So you can make that transformation happening for you, because everything that's going to be going on in Aquarius is in opposition to your sign. So you're going to need to learn how to work with Pluto. Trust me, it's not easy. I had my son in an opposition, but Pluto is going to take things out of your life that shouldn't be there. And Pluto doesn't have a tendency to be gentle when it does that. It's like, okay, this enough is enough. You're not moving on this. My turn. But this is great energy because it's healing energy. It's wish granted energy. It will give you what you truly need. What you truly need. This is the 3 of Wands. What? Make an intention. What do you want? This is a time, wish granted. This is a time to make your dreams come true. This is a time to receive in that energy. I think there's a lot of things this year that are going to be coming in for you that are going to be amazing energy. And I think you can utilize those things. You are Leo. You are front and center, the hero of your cosmic journey, right? Finding that truth and moving forward. These are really, really good cards. And at the underside, you still have the sun, which is, your symbol. I think that you are going to have tremendous things available to you this year. And it's up to you to keep that higher connection, because that is what the North Node going into Pisces is going to be. So that is the message for Leo. And now we are going to move on to Virgo. Virgo message. So Virgo, this new moon in Capricorn at 9:44 is going to be in a trine energy to anything in your chart. And you do have some very interesting things coming up for you, because you have the South Node entering your sign on January 11th. And the North Node will be opposite. So it's getting in that spiritual practice. It's taking care of your physical body. You need to take care of yourself. Virgo, Cancer, Libra. They are overgivers. And I'm guilty. Cancer Sun. What I think you need to find is that balance, that you have to take care of yourself first. Otherwise, you don't have any energy to give to other people. You'll never run out of love, but you will run out of energy. You are about service, but you need to remember that other people have to learn their own lessons. It's not your job to rescue people. It's your job to, I think, be aware that everybody has their purpose. I mean, you definitely have your purpose. You are, the nice thing about Virgo is yes, it can be very much detail oriented, very much that case, but it's also a mutable sign. It can handle change. You can handle change. It's like, oh, well, our assets just changed. Let's make a list of what those are now. And what do we have to work with? Because you can do that. And that's an invaluable asset. So for you, being the hero of your cosmic journey, what is on the underside of the deck for you? King of Wands. Um, there's nothing wrong with Virgo stepping up to take charge. I know you're a mutable sign, but you are so reliable, and what you say is, although I will say, it may sound harsh coming out of your mouth. It is the truth, right? It is the truth. And because people can trust that what you say is honest, it makes for being a good leader. Um, so, what else do we have coming up? You need to enjoy yourself more. Virgos have a tendency to worry because that's a coping mechanism for them. If they make everything perfect, then that's their coping mechanism. If no one can find any fault with what I'm doing, then I'll be okay. So it's really hard on you. It's like, okay, I have this plan, but I have to make it perfect. Well, people need your plan now. They're happy to get what you have right now, and then you can adjust going forward because that's what mutable signs do. So live in the moment, enjoy what is going on, and give yourself that grace that you don't have to be so self critical. You would never be as critical to someone else as you are to yourself. So remember that. The hero is always hardest on themselves, right? Page of Wands, again, living in the moment. And this is such youthful energy. They're very much, the Knight of Wands is a party person, right? It's a good time. I'm here for a good time. And the Page of Wands isn't, they're both about enjoying the moment that they're in. And I think that is part of your lesson going forward for the year is, yes, you're going to have to be dealing with a lot. With the South Node in Virgo, it's not going to be easy, but it is going to be transformational. So enjoy those moments that you can. And I think that'll take a lot of the sting out of what'll be happening with the South Node, things that'll be leaving. Hopefully, it's the self critical aspects of Virgo and getting your health perfected. Two of Wands, asking. When was the last time you asked for what you wanted? When was the last time someone asked you what your dreams were? I think you would be a good person to. I have a friend, and she is a very, very strong Virgo. And I was teasing her about when Virgos pack, they triple check everything and they have everything that they need. They're good to go. And she's going to be traveling the world, right? I love, and I actually love that Volkswagen camper van with ready to go. It's whatever you can think up. Travel, I think, is going to be good for you too. What dreams do you have? What dreams do you have, Virgo? The big message here for you is enjoying the moment. Enjoy the moment that you're living in. There are lessons that are going to be coming in for you. This new moon is in a trine, so that's an easy flowing energy for you. You do have a lot of things that are going to be going on as far as the South Node. So just be aware that as the South Node starts at the higher degree and moves to the lower degree, that it will be affecting you, and especially in a very personal way. But it is transformational. I have natally, I have the South Node and Saturn. Saturn being my most malefic planet. They are within 7 minutes. One is at 8:56. That's my south node. And Saturn is at 9:03. Yeah. So I know the energy of the South Node, um, and things have taken a longer time for me. So I think that's what you need to be aware of. Is sometimes um, you might get delays with things that, or things that have been delayed are going to be coming or happening. Um, but the South Node is also about what you've mastered already, right? Um, what is coming up for you that is coming from a past life that you've already mastered? I think that is a really good thing too. So um, let's go ahead and we'll go on to Libra. Libra. So Libra, I will have to say, you have got to be so relieved that that the South Node is leaving your sign. It has been a chore. It has been a chore. There's been a lot of things happening with you. Your relationships have changed all over the place. Um, but I think you will realize that it was for the best. That even though it hurt, that you've had to deal with a lot of changes, that's what the South Node going through your sign does. It is about transformation. So what's going to be going on for you? Well, you have the very beneficial benefit of having Pluto in an air sign. Pluto, the planet of transformation, is in a trine to your sign. So starting at those beginning areas of your chart. Plus, we're going into Aquarius season. So I think you're going to have, actually, I feel like you're going to have an easier time. Um, the first half of the year, I feel like this is actually pretty good for you. We also have Gemini, which is also an air sign that has Jupiter in it. So you're getting the benefit of those things going on in trines, easy flowing energy. Things will be coming in that are transformational for you, that maybe make things happen quicker. Definitely when Jupiter turns direct in February. So let's take a look. What is here for Libra? The Magician, Gemini, right? Jupiter is in Gemini right now. It is going to be in a trine with anything in your chart. So Jupiter is right now retrograde and it's going back to 11 degrees. And then in February, it will be moving forward. And then in June, it will move into Cancer. So you have this great opportunity to utilize, the very early degrees of Libra will be in that trine to, will be in the trine to Pluto. And then you're going to have a lot of things happening when the sun goes into that Aquarius energy. Right now it's in Capricorn. So you'll have that added benefit. You're going to have Pluto and the sun meet up. So watch what is in that early degree of Libra for you. And then from 17 degrees on, things are going to get rolling for you. So I think this is a good time for you to prepare. You have everything working for you. You have everything working for you. So take advantage of that right now. Nine of Cups. Good time for you. Wish granted. What is it that you want? What do you want to work towards? Great energy. Page of Wands. Let the new ideas flow in. Jupiter being Gemini is a lot of great ideas. It's great thoughts, it's processes, it's, such fast moving, quick energy. And you're Libra, you are a cardinal sign. You can take things and get things started. Ooh, the Tower. So this says that there's something unexpected coming up. But you've got the benefit of having those trines working for you. So I really don't feel like the Tower is going to be a horrible thing for you. I think it's going to be unexpected. It's going to be a surprise. But I think it's something that you can work with very easily, trine energy. And I think that utilizing that Gemini, that mutable Gemini energy and your energy of being a cardinal sign, I think you can make a lot of things happen. So take this energy of this new moon and get something initiated for yourself. Um, the ideas will be coming in so fast. You will have a really, really quick January through June. So take advantage of the energy that's working for you at this time. So that's Libra energy. So we are going to go to Scorpio energy. Scorpio, you are ruled by Mars. So it's going to feel a little weird for you. Mars being in Cancer on this, going into Cancer on the 6th. You don't think it's that bad when it's in Leo because it's a fire sign. But when it goes into Cancer, um, it's not as comfortable for you. But what I will say is this. I know a lot of people that have their Mars in Cancer. And I will tell you, they are the defenders of home and hearth. They will stand up for people that are oppressed. They really value their home, their family, their ancestry. So I feel like this energy for you, and by the way, um, you should always give your ruler a job, Scorpio. And what I think might be beneficial for you is that there's going to be relationship issues that you're going to be working forward with, but also with Cancer being about the home, I think that you can say, all right, you like activity. Um, I would say this is a great opportunity for you with in Capricorn, physical things, new things being implemented. I would say now's the time to clean out the house. Now's the time to get rid of stuff. Um, and create something completely new, something that is going to have more meaning, deep meaning for you. I think that is, if you need to do remodeling, if you just need to go through closet by closet and just get rid of things. So Scorpio, let's see what you've got going on for you. Now let's see, Scorpio for you, this would be a sextile energy, this new moon energy at 9 degrees. So it's going to be beneficial and helping energy for you to be initiating something. It's in your third house, local community, siblings. You should bear that in mind because you might have issues because of siblings, because Cancer is going, Mars is going retrograde in Cancer. So that's sometimes family things. You might have an issue to deal with a sibling. I'm just saying. So what is on the bottom of the deck for you? There's this energy of having plenty. That's the feeling I get from this. This is an independent woman. 9 of Pentacles energy. She is very able to plan her life. But I think the basis for me for you is I feel like you need to get rid of things that, she's also, pruning and cutting and harvesting, right? So I think that's good energy for you. What's on the top of the deck? King of Swords. So when you do it with a discerning eye. Oh, I'm going to keep that because I'm going to fix it. You've had it for 2 years and you haven't fixed it yet. Get rid of it. Bring in that discernment. Scorpio is the deepest feeling of all the signs. But sometimes you need to take a look at the actual facts and deal with those facts. The Empress. Allow things to come into you. And I think because you have this new moon in a sextile for you, that is other people are going to be, bringing things in for you, helping. That receiving energy. A lot of what can be going on is Pluto is about making space for something, getting something out of the way, basically destroying something, sweeping it all away, getting it all cleaned out so something brand new that's even better can come in. And that's the energy I'm feeling here. Ace of Swords. Because in that space is where you get those ideas, right? I do think that you have with the Mars going into Cancer, that actually is in a trine for you. So you can work with this energy and you can make it work for you. But I would assign it, I would assign Mars a physical job. That's important for you because Mars is your ruler and it's going through another water sign. So you'll be much happier. Everyone will if they um, increase their physical activity. And also, we're going to be going into the nodes into Pisces, which is also going to be in a trine to you. So increasing that spiritual level as well. So I think that's really that spiritual thing that's going to be coming in for you as part of this Mars retrograde, because it's going to start the retrograde in Cancer on the 6th. On the 11th of January is when the nodes enter Pisces. So you're going to be having a lot of things at the late degrees that are going to be very activated. And we have one of the things that has been highlighted and activated is that 25 degrees of Pisces, which is going to be in a trine to those energies. So there's big things coming up for you, especially through the spring, because we're going to be having everything hitting that 25-degree mark, including the North Node. And Venus is going to be doing a retrograde over that area of the chart anyway. So there's a lot coming up for you. And keeping that physical activity in as part of your life is super important. So that brings us to the end of this energy. And I will finish up my last set here shortly. But I hope you utilize this energy that's happening for everyone. And I think it'll be very beneficial. So I'll see you soon.